It was a typical 1970s setup of India, while landline telephones were a rarity. Telephone penetration was minuscule, as most telephone numbers were 4 digits long and most telephone exchanges were manually operated. Life had a leisurely charm associated with it. There was no tearing hurry, no need for speed. Development, too, moved at its own governmental pace, and stability was considered paramount in various aspects of life. Tortoises won the race most often compared to hares, or rather, it was a race between tortoises. In such times lived a simple couple called the Sahais. They were a couple who led a simple, stable, and a rather isolated life. Simple as the Sahais were content residing in the government quarters. Stable, for it was Mr. Sahai's last year before retirement with the Indian Post, in a career spanning nearly 3 decades. Isolated, as the nearest city was some distance away. Personal responsibilities were all done with, as they had gotten their daughter married a few months ago. One fine day, they received a telegram from their daughter, who happened to reside in the city. Telegrams in the 1970s were an expensive affair in India, but were delivered with the highest priority. All that the telegram read is, "Urgent, please come over soon." Predictably enough, they were distraught on receiving this telegram. They immediately set off on their scooter to check on the daughter's welfare. It was monsoon season. The dark grey clouds lent an eerie vibe to what should have just been another normal day otherwise. The groan of the scooter perhaps matched the turmoil that the old Mr. Sahai was experiencing within. Something was making him feel restless. He just never knew what. Suddenly, as if struck by a bolt of lightning, Mr. Sahai suddenly remembered that they had to cross an old bridge to make it to the city. This apparently shook him up so much that even Mrs. Sahai queried if there was a problem with the scooter. Perspiring, he stopped the scooter and told his wife, "You know that bridge just before the city? It's really old and creaky. It is indeed very unsafe, especially with the monsoon season in progress. It may be closed as the river is most likely to have overflowed well above the danger limits by now. What if it gets washed away when we are crossing it? I have not seen my grandson yet. What about our daughter? If we get washed away, she may not even find our bodies. I am not getting a good feeling about crossing this bridge." Now, it was the turn of Mrs. Sahai to don a different hue, more appropriate to a goddess, angered by listening to the unsayable. She seemed to be the amalgamation of thunder and lightning personified. To the already petrified Mr. Sahai, she bluntly retorted, "We don't know what fate may have befallen our daughter, and you're worried about our bodies being found? Just ride, and we'll deal with the bridge as and when it comes." Mr. Sahai was well aware of this tone emanating from his normally docile wife, and whenever he heard this, it only meant that the order is to be implicitly obeyed. He had no other choice. With another sword hanging over his head from the one seated behind him, he decided to trudge forward, with even the scooter toning down its groan. When they finally arrived near the bridge, much to their delight, a new bridge had been built. With a sense of relief, they merrily crossed the bridge.
Hi all, this is the WOW team, the WOW couple Vinaya Karthik Rao.
I am Karthik Rao. World of Wellness is your one-stop coaching destination to nurture your emotional intelligence. Through these videos, we will be focusing on NLP, human behavior and psychology, music and music therapy, relationship coaching, therapeutic stories, and much, much more.
Do watch all our videos, share, like, subscribe, and press the bell icon for notifications. And share all your thoughts in the comment box. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.